A league meeting of considerable resonance. A lot riding on this one. Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. My name is Derek Ray and my commentary partner as usual is Stuart Robson. I'm very excited to be able to bring you live action from League Two coming up. What are your expectations for today?
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, it's a back five, but the front three will certainly offer a goal threat. However, to do that, they'll need their two central midfield players to control the middle of the park. It's basically a 5-2-3.
That's a useful cross. And forcing the error. Rowe. Has a go. And off the post. A scalding shot it was.
Yeah, you can't really criticise that effort, can you?
And that's a very effective run. Oh, in with a chance. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence. Mason. Good-looking pass. That is really alert defending, just when the situation looked dangerous. Could be troublesome. Oh, top goalkeeping! And deciding to go short with this one. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Chance to finish. And a goal to square the game. Into the seat stuff.
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal.
Omari Patrick. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Could be a chance to break. And just like that, the counter-attack comes to an end. Well, news of a goal in one of the other matches. Over to Alex Scott.
Yeah, it's a goal for Crawley Town. It was a nice one too, and then he coolly slotted it around the goalkeeper. They've scored the opener with 29 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. Can he give them the advantage? Still could be dangerous. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with, but where are his defenders following in? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert. He gets to the ball first, and it's a good finish.
Could cross it in here. Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end.
They're much harder to break down in those areas, aren't they?
Short. And very nicely positioned to win it back. Powell has it. Gives it a go. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. And quick thinking defensively. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Yeah, he's looked really sharp out there, hasn't he? Certainly took his goal well and would have had 2 to his name if it wasn't for the woodwork. Just inches the...
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Ethan Bristow. Oh, that's a really good run. Stopped a surefire goal. And a very fine save, reading the danger in the air.
What a save. That was on top of him in the blink of an eye. A wonderful bit of play. Well, they've had a rethink here. Rather than get the ball forward, they're trying to dominate possession in fairly defensive areas, which is a big risk if they get caught on the ball.
Now what can they do from here? Must be! Oh, still not dealt with! The woodwork might take a bit of time to recover from that.
Yeah, you're right. It was well struck, but it should be a goal, really.
Here it is now, a substitution. Giving the ball away. Well, Chelsea have been busy in the transfer market, and the contract situation has been ironed out. We could see him in action pretty soon, Stuart.
Well, the figure being reported is about £30 million, which in my view is value for money. We know he's talented, and on his day, he can be an excellent player.
Oh, that's splendid play. Super stop.
That was absolutely outstanding.
Omari Patrick. And nicely over the top.
Well, the hosts have completely bossed the game in the last 15 minutes and have been threatening with it. Surely it's only a matter of time before they get another.
Well, let's see if they can win the ball back and create something else. Distributing it well. Oh, it's on! Well, good clean catch by the keeper. How can he take them on and beat them? Waters. And into the last 20 minutes. And the cross not quite imaginative enough. Oh, moving it nicely.
With the owner of the blue car parked outside reception.
And a clever piece of defending.
Just saw what was coming, didn't he?
Well, plenty of green space to run into. This could square the game. But the kick, and there it is, a goal. I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper. Promising attack. And in with a real chance. Oh, still danger here. Well, hit with power, but shame about the placement. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Powell has it. The emphasis very much on attack. Opportunity. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama. And now they're in front.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Lewis Warrington. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. Oh, that's a penalty! He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change.
Chance to equalise here.
Goal! Taking aim from the spot and finding the target. Well, you can see how fiercely they're concentrating on finding a winner.
Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Well, he wasn't likely to get away with that. Well, he's certainly not alone. Must take the lead here. So the final whistle and the end of an evenly fought contest, but focusing on the hosts.